Hello and welcome to
Off the Wire,
the University of Miami's
experiment
in late
night
comedy
mixed with
the
an
natural
college
in a maturity.
Tonight's
guest is
the University of Miami's UProv.
and now
live
from Studio
C. It's
your host
as
Molly Dominic.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Wire. I'm your host, S. Molly Dominic. The S stands for soliloquy. This is a comedy show. It is my job to give the people the comedy. On the comedy show, we like to try to have the comedy jokes. So, what should I do? I'm going to start off this show with a joke. So once upon a time, there's this guy who wants to go to a party because this is Miami and relatable party joke. And so his friends are like, there's this party tonight. And he's like, well, I want to go to the party with you guys because it's a party. And it's like, woo, party, he wants to go to the party. But his friends are like, no, what party? There's no party. And he's like, excuse me, I was just listening to you guys talking about how there was a party. And they're like, no. And they walk away and don't invite him to the party. So he's all upset, understandably, because he doesn't get out much because of his hideous face. And he's trying to figure out how to get into this party. He could maybe walk into the party with a new hat, maybe. But they would still see his hideous face and kick him out of the party. So he decides to shrink down his body like this size, like the size of a pea, so he can walk right into the party and no one will see his hideous face at all. Good plan. I forgot to mention that this guy also happens to be a mad scientist. Like, his name is like Dr. Science Face, not important anyway. So he shrinks his body down to this size, walks right into the party, and nobody sees him. So this guy is like a fly in the wall, not even invited to this hootenanny, walking around like, except he's really tiny, so it's more like, and of course, the alcohol is everywhere, the drink is everywhere. But he's so tiny that he gets drunk really fast. So like if he's this big, his liver is like this big. So just the wafting scent of alcohol sweeps over him and bam, he's already drunk. So now he's walking around like, hoo-hoo! And he's like stumbling around and he falls over and he rolls inside a bottle of Blue Moon beer that was laying on the floor, and he passes out. Dr. Science Face wakes up, and he's still inside this bottle of Blue Moon beer. This little man stuck inside this bottle. Who knows how long he's been inside there, and he's getting hungry and thirsty. He notices some leftover drops of beer over there, so he crawls over, and he takes a sip, like, and he passes out drunk again. Bad idea. But then he wakes up again, and he feels kind of funny this time. In fact, kind of itchy all over. Now, Dr. Science Face Nipple, he's a mad scientist, and he knows beer has a lot of yeast. He's got a full body yeast infection. So he's grumbling about it, and he's like, beer, Blue Moon yeast party. And he's rolling around the bottle crying like, and he grumbles until the sun starts to come out. Morning. He has been in this bottle for one night. Light begins pouring into the top of the bottle. It's beautiful and stuff. But then something is happening to him, like a bubbling feeling. Dr. Science Face knows the yeast is rising, and it's rising, and it's rising, and he ferments back to regular size. And Dr. Science Face is normal again and goes about his regular life. 6 months later, Dr. Science Face is just living his life, being sciencey and having a face, but he starts to feel a little bit funny again. And he could not pinpoint why. So he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's all doctory, and he's like, hello, what seems to be the problem? And he's like, I don't know, well, you're the doctor, you tell me. And so the doctor's like, have you ever been to Nigeria? He's like, no. Do you have a hideous face? Yes. Oh, no, but that's not it. Have you ever been peed on by R. Kelly? No. Oh, wait, why do you need to know that? Have we ever seen that girl again? No, you're right. We haven't seen her again. Do you ever get yeast infections? No. Well, once in a blue moon. Ah! Ah! Whoa! Ah! I'm sorry. We'll be right back with more Off the Wire.